This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. President Trump has signed an executive order calling for the dismantling of the Education Department. WMNF's Caitlin Serafin reports this comes after nearly half of the department was fired.
The Department of Education is responsible for things like funding public school programs, education research, grants that assist college students, and more in order to ensure equal access to education. Title I, one of its largest programs, funds school districts and supports low-income students and students with disabilities. Many education advocates are critical of the layoffs.
We are seeing the fall of democracy, and we need to step up to the plate.
Duval County State Representative Angie Nixon is also Executive Director of Florida for All.
I think it's important to know that many of the staff who were laid off actually helped support the more than 423,000 or so students with disabilities and more than 1.5 million students in Florida.
While on the campaign trail, President Trump vowed to dismantle the Education Department because he believes it's wasteful. Carol Burris, the Executive Director of Network for Public Education, opposes dismantling the department.
It's just a terrible idea. First of all, 65% of Americans of all political parties oppose the elimination of the departments. And that's because Americans recognize the essential role that the department has played in safeguarding our students.
Burris says the executive order cannot entirely shut down the department. It would also require the support from both chambers of Congress. For WMNF News, I'm Caitlin Serafin.
Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear.
A discussion between Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and the nation's border czar yesterday attracted about 200 protesters to New College in Sarasota. President Trump's controversial immigration policies were the focus of the conversation. DeSantis and border czar Tom Homan talked about the administration's push to arrest and deport people without legal documentation. Protester Katie Danessy Samet says she's angry about what's happening in Florida and across the country.
But more than anything, I'm sick of watching elected officials that are supposed to be here to represent an entire community capitalize on putting the targets on back of marginalized communities. You know, the America that I believed in when I grew up was an America that would defend those communities.
Florida is taking a lead in implementing the administration's hardline immigration policies. It has more local law enforcement agencies helping federal immigration agents detain people than any other state. About 70 postal workers and labor organizers rallied in Tampa yesterday amid threats to privatize the United States Postal Service. WMNF's Josh Holton reports it was part of the American Postal Workers Union National Day of Action.
Last month, President Donald Trump said he may put the U.S. Postal Service under the control of the Commerce Department. In effect, that would be an executive branch takeover of the post office. According to a letter that Postmaster General Louis DeJoy sent to Congress on Monday, he is working with the Department of Government Efficiency to help in cutting costs and reforming the agency. Nathan Castro is vice president of the American Postal Workers Union in Tampa.
The post office is now looking at possible privatizing the post office, which is the public's post office.
Tampa APWU President Don Barron emphasized that the post office is part of Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution.
You have a president who's trying to override the Constitution and appoint Howard Lutnick for the Department of Commerce to take over the post office and fire the Board of Governors, which is only by congressional means can that happen. The reason it's important for the public to know about what they're trying to do and line their own pockets with Elon and Trump is because people don't realize they're going to raise prices between 30 and 140% to make it profitable. And there's a lot of people in America that can't afford the post office at that point who really rely on it.
The National Association of Letter Carriers is hosting local rallies nationwide Sunday. For WMNF News, I'm Josh Holton in Tampa.
It'll be mostly sunny and breezy today with highs near 70. Tonight, clear and cool. Overnight lows in the high 40s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Highs in the mid 70s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.